All right. So just tell me though, just a little bit about what's going on.
Okay, so since 2014, I've had, I can't even count how many broken bones. I've broken bones and I haven't even been to the doctor for, just because I know there's nothing they can do. I found out a little over a year ago when I broke a rib that I have osteoporosis, and it turns out that it is severe osteoporosis. But even before all of that started, before it all began, I was having, I had a fall back in, 1996. Yeah, my son was just newborn, and I fell down a flight of stairs with him. And I did like literally a somersault down a flight of stairs while holding him. And he was perfectly fine, but I ended up pulling my collarbone. And since then, I have had bulging discs and deteriorated discs in my neck, which have created, for over 20 years, I've had constant pain in my shoulder, my trap area. The more that I do, the more it hurts. And my back, literally, if you look at me standing up, my shoulders are not even. And some people, not everyone, but especially people that are a little bit more like-minded, they'll look at me and they'll be like, why are your shoulders so far off? And yeah, so I just recently went to the doctor, and now they're testing me for the, I tested positive for a rheumatoid issue, and they're testing me to see if it might be lupus. They're not 100% sure. It could be rheumatoid arthritis. It could be lupus. I don't have the results yet. But the severe osteoporosis I have, and then I also have severe hearing loss, which I did my own research, and I believe that the severe hearing loss is probably from the bump on my head when I fell down those stairs many years ago. So I've got lots of different things going on.
Well, here's the most important thing is it doesn't matter what somebody has, because the next moment in time can be a totally different moment, right? So if this is about what's possible or about miracles or about second chances, right? Our only connection to the last moment in time is our own thinking, because reality really is like a slideshow, right? So one moment is different from the next moment, is different from the next moment. So one moment you can have a broken leg, the next moment you can have a not broken leg.
True.
So it doesn't necessarily matter what somebody has. Now, I know that it's possible, for one, because one moment I had an 8.5 millimeter protrusion in L4, L5. I had torn labrums in my hips and bilateral impingements in my hips. I could hardly walk upright. And then the next moment, I was out paddleboarding across the Columbia River. So I know that it's possible because it happened for me, but I continue to know that it's possible because I see it happen for other people all the time. Right now, sometimes it takes a couple times for it to last. Sometimes it happens instantly, and that's it. There's other times that it might take a little bit longer. So it's not necessarily the result that we're after. It's more the experience, right? Because as soon as we experience possibility, it then opens us up to what else is possible, right? So let's say that the pain goes away for a day. Well, if the pain goes away for a second or for 10 seconds or for a minute, at least the possibility of it to go away longer is still there. Make sense?
Yes.
So right now, what, on like a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say that your pain level is, and where's the pain the worst at the moment?
I would say maybe a 4 or 5, and I've got some pain in my mid back where I broke it a couple months ago. And I've got some pain in my trap areas.
Okay, and then if you get up and you start moving around, how long does it take for that to start even hurting more than that?
Not very long.
Okay. All right. So let's just see what we can do here, okay? So just relax for me for a second, okay?
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to go back to my packing for a few minutes if that's what you want. Then it will, it'll definitely come back.
Okay, but really quick before you start packing, I just want to focus on it for a second before you start, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just relax.
All right.
So what do you notice now, if anything?
A little bit more pain up in my trap area right now.
Okay, and what about your lower back?
It's probably a little bit worse than when I was sitting on the couch already.
Okay, so just relax again for me, okay? Are you standing or sitting?
I'm sitting on my floor.
Okay, so just relax again.
Yep.
All right, so now what do you notice?
At the moment, I'm not that bad. I think it's the position that I'm sitting in. Unless if you did something, because I'm not hurting that bad at the moment. It's when I'm bending over.
I would say that we did something, but the immediate response is that, oh well, it must be the way that I'm sitting, or right, because we want to justify that something amazing didn't just happen. So relax one more time for me, okay?
Do what? I'm sorry.
I just want you to relax one more time, and then I'm gonna have you stand up, okay?
Okay.
So now if you're comfortable, stand up for a second and just let me know what you notice when you stand up.
Sure. My middle back isn't really bothering me at the moment, but my traps are hurting a little more.
Okay, so just stand there for a second and just relax, okay?
Yep.
So I'll just focus on the traps for a second. Okay, so now what do you notice in your traps?
It's up here, like right in here. I think my left side's hurting more than my right. Yeah, it's definitely hurting less on my right side, but more on my left side.
Okay, so let me focus on the left side for a second. And how's your lower back?
Lower back, so lower back doesn't really hurt that much as my mid back does. Lower back is okay. Mid back hurts just a little bit. but my left trap is definitely hurting.
Okay. So just relax again. All right, so just kind of move your arms for a second, just see how that feels.
It's really funny. I was having a spasm a minute ago while I was just standing there. It started spasming a little bit. I'm just walking around. It feels a little bit more loose,
Yeah.
not so tight. Yeah, I would have to say that. Almost like after you get a massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of feeling.
And how about the mid back?
Still there. Mid back, I mean, it's not in crazy pain right now, but I'd say it's at least a 3.
Okay. And what was it when we started?
Say that again.
What was it when we started?
Oh, when we first started, I said it was a 4 or 5, I believe.
Okay. All right. So let me focus on the mid back for a second. Okay. So just relax.
Yep, I'm sitting back down.
Okay. All right. So now, what do you notice in your mid back?
At the moment, it's feeling pretty good. Even my shoulders are especially feeling really good at the moment. They just like major loosened up and they're usually rock hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mid back is still probably the same.
Okay. Okay, one more time. Just relax for me, okay?
You want me to move around again?
No, not yet. Just relax one more time. Let's see. I'm gonna see something, okay?
All right.
All right, now what do you notice?
I have to almost move around because actually right now I'm feeling pretty good. It's actually feeling okay at the moment.
Okay. So are you gonna do some packing now?
If you would like me to, sure.
Well, I'm just saying I'll be around for a little bit. If you want, if you have some packing that you need to do and you feel good now, you might as well try and get some packing done and then message me in just a little bit and let me know how it's doing. Because if we need to, we can always do a little bit more.
That would be like really huge to be able to sit and pack for more than 15 minutes without being in screaming pain.
Yeah.
That would be a big thing.
Cool. So try that and message me and let me know, okay?
Okay, I'll do that.
So one thing to remember is if right now it feels good,
Mm-hmm.
that possibility of it continuing to feel good is there,
That would be wonderful.
right? Because if it wasn't a possibility, it would never feel good. But it feels better now, so that means it can always feel better. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, message me. Okay?
I will. I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.